Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first segment of Action Coach Santa Clara's business segments. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday and Thursday for the next month and a half, 2 months. And we're just going to get right started. Get your notepads ready. I am going to go rather quickly, and we're going to get right started. As everyone knows, COVID-19 has kind of put a crimp on lots of things, especially my computer. There we go. So we were all in lockdown for a while, as everyone remembers, through about May, and then we gradually started reopening, and now we're restricted operations. So right now, everyone should have their focus on their vision, their clarity, what they're doing, and revisit your KPIs, your SOPs, as things will be changing, and we'll be going through those as we go forward, and then we'll get back to the new norm, which will probably not be what it was in the past. I believe we're really going to have BC and AC, before Corona and after Corona. And it's going to take a while, and things are going to be different, and your business has got to be different to succeed as we move forward. So right now we've been in lockdown. We've got get your training going. We're warming up, and we're getting ready to sprint, because this is a critical deciding factor for us moving forward. Because right now, we're at this point, and what we do right now is going to determine whether we thrive, survive, or die. And that's just the way it is. A lot of businesses have already been affected, and it makes me cry when I watch how many businesses did not make it through this because they weren't prepared. So, first of all, as we're going through this, you must re-educate yourself. Know what's the local rules are, because things are different in Santa Clara than San Jose than San Francisco. Know what's happening in your specific area. Use a common sense approach, although common sense is not all that common. You've got to just make sure you're doing the right things. I went to a restaurant yesterday, and the people weren't wearing masks. I didn't feel comfortable in there. I'm not going to go back. So use common sense in your areas. Make sure you're cleaning and screening. And when I say cleaning, don't just be cleaning. Make sure your customers and clients are seeing you cleaning. It's going to be critical. People must see and feel comfortable that it's okay to come back to work. Your customers have to feel it's okay to come back to your facility. Flexibility is the key here, not only with your business, but with the way you're dealing with people. Everyone is on edge, as we know, and so flexibility is going to be a key here. Rebuild your team. The team's not going to be feeling comfortable. Give them confidence that it's okay to come back to work. There's a lot of laws going on right now. Know your laws. Know what OSHA's doing. OSHA's put out several different new mandates. So know what's happening. Flexible hours and virtual ability. If you can have your team still working from home, you may want to consider it. People are not feeling good right now. But if they are working from home, ensure that you're engaging them. Engage the community and communicate, over communicate. Every one of my clients that have a remote workforce are meeting with them on a daily basis via video conferencing. Keep them engaged, keep the communications going on, not only with your team, but with your customers and your strategic partners. Your standards and protocols will change. The way you open up the facility will change. The way that you hand something to somebody may change. The way that everything has had to be changed. My suggestion is act like a customer as you walk through, and act like you're going through the buying process, and see how they're going to feel. Look at everything and make sure you're changing your standard operating procedures. Your operation manuals will need to be adjusted. Productivity is going to take time. You're not going to get back to the same level of KPIs you had before. Accept and embrace that. You're going to have to change processes. You're going to have to embrace technology. Video conferencing is a norm now. So what do you need to do to look at your operations and start looking at the productivity that's there and how to start increasing it? The norms have changed and everything is new again. You got to start just like you were from the very beginning. Look at your operations manual. Look at everything with a new eye because the world has completely changed. Renew. Look, when you're looking at starting your marketing, everything's different now. You're going to have to look at your target audiences. How many different target audiences do you have? And you're probably going to have to change the offer to each individual target audience because things have changed drastically. Look at your top 20 customers that give you 80% of your revenue. Go after them hard and heavy. You've got to get them back. You've got to get them feeling comfortable. That's your bread and butter. Identify your top 20 customers and find out and bring them back. Talk to them. If you're not sure they're not coming back, ask them what's going on, why, what do they feel comfortable with. This is also a time to go buy new customers. A lot of businesses are no longer around, or they've changed, or they haven't changed, and they're not going to survive. You're here, you're learning what you need to do. So, congratulations to you and your teams, and identify that top 20 and go after them. Do something for the first responders. They've been through this, through it all the way through. Give back if you can. Not if you can, give back. No ifs, ands, or buts. Your existing customers. Go out and you're gonna have to go out and tell them it's okay. You're gonna have to start things up new again. Open signs, put signs that we're open. Come try us out again. Come try us. See what's different. And do it all month long. Don't just do it for a day or a week. This is going to be an evolution, not a revolution. It's going to take time for people to come back and be comfortable. They opened up the restaurants for outside dining this weekend here in Santa Clara. I saw people, but it wasn't like I expected. It wasn't as busy as I had anticipated. People are still nervous, and so are your customers going to be. Make it a big deal. Act like you're reopening. Create a grand opening. Build up excitement. This is everything's new again. Um, Announce every step of your reopening. We're opening for outside dining. We're opening for inside dining. We're doing video conferences. We're doing group. We're doing this. Announce everything. Make it a big deal. Do PR releases. Announce it on your social media. Announce it on your newsletters. Keep everyone informed. Announce every team member that's stayed with you. Let them know, hey, we're here again. If you're bringing on new people, announce the new people. Make it a big deal. Announce every deal that you're doing, and make it a big deal. This is your marketing. Right now is when you've got to get that curve going up, and we're going to blast through this, or you're not. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting the same results you've been getting the last month, which is probably not very much. Announce the dates that things are happening. This is a big deal. I'm going to be doing this on this date, this on this date, this on this time. Ribbon cutting. If you've got vehicles, do a ribbon cutting and wrap a ribbon around all of your, all 20 of your vehicles. Make it a big deal. Videotape it, or record it, put it out on your social media, on your newsletters, everywhere you can. Whatever it is, announce it. Let people know what's happening. Celebrate. This is good for you, your team, and your customers. This is a big deal. We've made it through. A lot of businesses didn't, so celebrate that you have made it through. Do a ribbon cutting. I've contacted the Chamber of Commerce to see how I can do a grand opening. You should too. Celebrate making it through. This is a big deal. Let people know what's going on. Celebrate with your team. Do something with them to celebrate breaking through this. And as we're starting to reopen, make it a big deal. Do an ice cream social. Of course, social distancing still, at least for the next amount of time, but do something for them. Celebrate with your customers. Give them a special. Make it part of your marketing plan. Hey, thanks for hanging with us. Especially if you've got a restaurant and other things that have really, really struggled. Celebrate with your customers. Appreciate them. Tell them thank you. Celebrate with your community, your strategic partners, your other things. Celebrate with your networking groups. That's a great thing to do. If anybody has a networking group, BNI or Chamber of Commerce groups, celebrate with them and make it memorable and newsworthy. Do some PR releases. If you haven't done a PR release, give us a call. We'll get you set up on how to do PR releases. Next is the not so fun part, but you must rerun your numbers. Know your new break-even point. You probably have a new break-even point. Know what your cash flow looks like. Every decision right now needs to make cash. You should be making cash. Know what it's costing you for everything. More often is not, less often. When I'm talking to my clients now, I'm telling them to reevaluate their cash flow at least on a weekly basis, maybe on a daily basis. Cash is king right now, and you must be doing it. Know your cash flow. If you're not sure how to run your cash flow analysis, call me up and I'll send you a template on how to run your cash flow on a weekly basis, daily basis, monthly basis. I recommend having your cash flow set up at least on a weekly basis, and then for the next 13 weeks, and then for the next 13 months. If you got a grant or a PPP loan, how many of you have done that? Use the money wisely. Okay, this is this is an opportunity that doesn't come around very often. I've never seen anything like this in my years of business. Use the money wisely. Take advantage of it. Don't squander it away. I still recommend you have 3 months of cash on hand to run the business. Now, a lot of businesses have depleted that, but if you got the PPP loan or the idle loan, you may have that again. Keep some cash on hand. This is the big one. You have to redo your marketing plan. It must be redone. You've got to educate your clients more than just the benefits. It's about also how socially you're helping the world. That is a big thing right now. Remember fear and worry. People are still scared. I had a client call me yesterday and said, hey, one of my general contractors just got corona and is in the hospital. What do I do? Be prepared for that. Have your contingency plans. Your customers are still concerned. It's your sales process is probably going to take longer. If you had a 5-step sales process in the past, you're going to need to review it, and it's probably going to go to 7 or 8. Things are going to take longer in your sales cycles. Accept it and embrace it and redefine your sales process, your marketing steps, all of your overall processes from a revenue generation standpoint. Use videos, testimonials. If you're not using videos now, get with somebody that can help you out. We're recording this for a reason, to get it out on our videos. Use videos. It's the new norm. Very, very customer centric. You've got to be asking your customers more questions about what they want and go to a question-based selling model. If you're not familiar with question-based selling, please go to my YouTube channel and check out question-based selling. It's all going to be about making sure that they're feeling good, comfortable before they buy. Build your database. Now is the time to be building, revising, modifying your databases. Your database is your secret sauce. So how are you doing that? How are you keeping in touch with your clients and your customers? Thank everybody. Your customers, obviously. Thank them for hanging with you. Thank your team. Absolutely. Do something nice for them. Your suppliers, your bankers. I called my banker the other day and said, hey, thank you for getting us through the PPP, because I put a lot of pressure on her, for not only her, but my other clients' bankers. I put them through there. Your accountants, if they've helped you through this. I know my accountant has been critical through this. So your accountants, your suppliers, thank everybody. Use handwritten notes. I've got an associate, Gary, does this the best of anyone. I am not good at this, but everyone appreciates it. Use media, social media. Even thank your politicians. Thank them for helping get the businesses through this time. Your fellow business owners. I mean, they've been through a tough time too. Thank them, especially your strategic alliances. If you're not sure what a strategic alliance is versus a host beneficiary, give us a call. We'll walk that through with you and help establish additional strategic alliances. Because now is the time. You are right here. And what you put together from your cash flow perspective, from your marketing perspective, and what you do today is going to determine where you get to in the future. You're going to need to redo your 90-day business plan. There's no if, and, or buts about it. If you don't have a 90-day plan, give me a call. We'll set it up. You must have a 90-day plan. We had a 90-day plan to survive. Yay, we made it. Now, how do we thrive? How do we re-engage our customers, our clients, and our employees? Reopening is harder than closing. It would have been easy just to shut stuff down and go get a job. We're business owners. That's not what we do. We're here to help the world. Reopening is going to be harder and more stressful than anything that we've probably done in the past. And simple mistakes cannot be made. I mean, it's simple things like making sure you've got hand sanitizer in the lobbies, making sure you got hand sanitizers everywhere they need to be. Masks are available for employees and for customers. If you don't have masks available for your customers, you should consider it strongly and brand them. We're doing one right now for a restaurant that's specifically focuses on hamburgers. Their masks are going to have a hamburger on it. It's going to be pretty cool. Have some fun with it. Think negative as well as positive. What this means is, what could go wrong and how am I going to address it? Think about, if this happens, what are we going to do? If this happens, what are we going to do? I mean, you've seen the news where Home Depot had to kick people out because they wouldn't put on a mask. Other places are going to be like that. What are you going to do with your business if something happens? If someone that's been exposed enters your facility and you find out about it, how are you going to react? You must have a plan in place on what's steps A, B, C, and D. If you're not sure how to do that, give us a call. Get help. There's lots and lots and lots of resources out there. If you don't like me, contact Elisa. You don't like Elisa, contact somebody. Get some help. Where your business coach is here to help. Your accountants, talk to whatever you need to. There's HR consultants out there. Get the help you need. If you're not sure, give me a call. I'll be happy to make some recommendations. because for us to get through this, we've got to focus on where we're at today, what we've been through, and moving it forward. So get your 90-day action plan in place. List out right now, get your notepad out, and list 5 ideas of things that you need to do today. Put them on your calendar and get started. Okay, questions. You can go ahead and go off mute, and we're here to help with anything that makes sense.
Hey, Joe,
Yes,
you mentioned doing video testimonials. How do you suggest going about that?
just like this. You can get on Zoom, you can get on whatever video conferencing you're doing. We're recording right now. Um, get with your clients, and if someone says, "Hey, do a good job," say, "Hey, why don't we do a real quick testimonial?" Get on there and do it. It takes literally. Veronica and I did one the other day for what, 2 minutes? That's all it takes. And if you're not sure how to do it, give me a call. We'll walk you through it. Other
And
questions?
then I have another question.
Yes, please.
Being media, what media sources do you typically suggest that people use?
It really depends on their business. So every business is unique, and their marketing plans need to be unique. So depending on their business, radio works for some, TV works for some, billboards work for some. So you really have to analyze what your ROI is, how many leads are you going to get, and do your ROI analysis. So every business is different. I've done radio. I've done right now. We've got a commercial going on Channel 7. I've done billboards, done newspapers. So it really depends on your business. You've got to test and measure and see what works the best for your business. Like I said, if you're not sure, give me a call, and I will probably be calling you for radio.
That's exactly what I wanted you to say.
Other questions? Comments? Okay, I'm going to shut off the recording now.